Hello, friends, and welcome to Theme Party the Podcast. I'm your party host, Merete Mohs. In case this is your first time listening to a TPTP episode, here is what we're doing. Every season, I pick a theme, and our team comes up with their own ideas for an audio drama that somehow fits that theme, even if it only fits if you squint at it from far away. Once they've made their episode, I invite them on to talk about it. I am thrilled to be here with today's party guest, Lindsay Fawn.
Hi!
Lindsay is a South Florida-based voice actor, and she is a fellow co-founder of Lengthy Tangent, our audio production house, and serves as a producer, an award-winning sound designer, an actor, and many other roles. Fun fact, we were working on our website lately, and I'm pretty sure Lindsay had the most production credits out of everybody in the group. Lindsay, please say hello.
Hello.
Now, Lindsay, I want to know if you agree with what kind of party I think you would be. Now, I think the party you would want would be a small group friends getaway where the goal is to do quiet activities and eat good food, tasty food catered. Some probably include cooking classes. Small groups mean only the best of the best get invited. Away means a break from the everyday for more than a few hours. But I think your personality is more of a Friendsgiving. Friends in the kitchen together, then eating a delicious meal, maybe playing some D&D or board games after, and then everybody skedaddles. Do you agree or no?
I agree that the personality that most people get would fit with that. Yeah, I think so. The personality that I like to present to the world,
Sure.
I think that my personality probably, the one that is on the inside, probably more suits like a dark slumber party with like a scary
What is a dark?
movie.
Is that like an evil slumber party? What's dark about it?
No, like physically dark.
Oh,
Yeah, like scary
okay.
movies, like physically dark, Yeah. Nobody can see you eating so that you can just shove the popcorn in as fast as you can. I don't know what it is about popcorn, but it's just, no one should watch me do
It's
that.
also 90% air. So is there any other way to eat it other than shoveling it into your mouth?
Yeah. But then we paid somebody afterwards in my personality party.
Sure.
We paid somebody afterwards to come and vacuum away the evidence.
Yeah. Cool. The theme for this season is family traditions. Did your story fit the theme, yes or no?
Yes, I think that it definitely did.
Great.
Were we allowed to not?
Nope. That's the joke of that question is that every time I ask it, everybody's going to say yes. Fingers crossed.
Okay, well, yes, it did.
Great.
Hopefully you've listened to it already, the listeners. The whole point of my episode is that there is a family tradition, and I was sort of playing off the concept of when an octopus mates and has children, it dies, right? So you can't really have family traditions in the traditional sense, but still incorporating that into the idea of there is something that's passed down to these octopuses in their family lineages, and there has to, I found a way to bridge the gap so that there could still be something passed down and still use that biological fact.
Yeah. Now, your episode title, for people who don't already know, is The Reach. Would you care to read us your tagline and your logline?
Sure. When trash rains down, revenge rises up.
I like it. And your logline?
In an underwater civilization, a rebellious young octopus races to finish a mech suit to honor her late mother and protect her kind from the surface world.
Excellent. And that's exactly what the story was.
It's exactly what the story was.
Lindsay's roles in making this episode included writer, director, casting, sound design, and engineering, production coordination, producer, and voice actor. Let's listen to a sample of your work.
I am one of the chosen. Each of us works alone, in parallel, building machines we can use to bring about the end of the humans and save octopus kind. Last thing I need is... Aha! Perfect! Thank you, Plop. Let's do this.
Lindsay, what inspired you to interpret the theme of the season the way that you did?
There's this video. It's very funny. Can I look up the creator's name? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to give him credit.
Okay.
So it's Keys, Itskeys. He made a song about stop littering because the octopuses, he says octopi, will start using the trash to build mech suits to attack humans. And I thought the idea of that was so funny. I got such a kick out of it.
We'll be lucky if it's just the octopuses, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because, like, who knows what else is down there.
Yeah, right? I mean, I understand where he's coming from because they're very smart and they're very dexterous.
Mhm.
They can utilize things very easily. But you know what? There's a lot of smart sea creatures.
That's true.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about that, it reminds me of the orca whales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was like this fashion trend that they had going around where they would put dead salmon on their heads.
I heard about this, and I was honestly waiting for it to come out of the sea and go landside, and for people to, like, do, like, a parody fashion trend of that of some kind. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody did somewhere and it just didn't catch, but
I mean, you could always start.
I appreciate that you think I'm any kind of a fashion icon, but, I'm not.
Well, you could always try. We'll see what happens.
Sure. Maybe next episode.
So yeah, that video just was hilarious to me. And for a while, I've been sitting on it thinking, oh, I gotta do something with this idea. That would be so funny in an audio fiction format. And so I was like, I'm gonna make it fit.
On that note, what was your biggest challenge/obstacle with making your episode?
Oh, the sound design. Definitely the sound design.
Yeah.
So I fell into sound design because of Peculiar Radio and like the Tangent and things like that. I edit my own audio. All voice actors know how to edit audio. But when it comes to actually doing sound effects and sound design and things like that, that was new to me. And so I had to learn it on the job. I had bigger ideas in my head than I think I was capable of doing and had the resources to do. In my head, it was very SpongeBob. It was very like when SpongeBob walks and he goes "Brr, brr, brr," with his feet, it like makes like a farting sound. And like when they open a door, there's bubbles and just like SpongeBob rules in general.
Mhm.
And I would have loved to be able to implement some of those sound effects. And I did some research. I watched SpongeBob, like what's new.
Yeah,
And
that's research.
yeah, I mean, I watch it anyways. And there's so many sound effects that don't fit the action unless you're seeing it happen.
Mm,
And so without that visual, I couldn't put in random farting sounds. I couldn't put in like a whoop because nobody would have the visual of reference of what that would be referring to. So I had to go SpongeBob like.
yeah. I think you could still have gotten away with the farting noises and just left the listeners wondering, like, why is everybody so gassy in this episode? And maybe it's the clam cakes.
No, I could have. You're right.
Yeah.
It was a choice. And I chose not to.
Next, I want to ask you, what is your opinion on surprise parties? And has someone ever thrown one for you, or have you ever thrown one for someone else?
Yes. So I have gotten a surprise party, but it wasn't a surprise. It was supposed to be a surprise. I'm very nosy and I push and I push and I push and I dig. My husband likes to say that like he can't surprise me because I'll say, "Oh, I want you to surprise me. I don't want to know what you got me." But then I will find back channels and find like ways of figuring out what it was. Even though I really wanted to be surprised, I'll figure it out. I don't know why I do this to myself. It was my baby shower for my first was supposed to be a surprise and it wasn't. I knew it was coming a long time. And have I thrown one? I attempted to. Yes. I am pretty good at surprises myself, like for other people.
Well, that's because you know how you yourself look to spoil the surprises, so you know what to avoid
Yeah.
to keep
Mhm.
other people from falling to the same fate.
Exactly. Except I did not know that this was coming. So, so I planned a surprise birthday trip. As you know,
Mhm.
you were invited. And it was supposed to be, hey, we're here. Look, surprise, we're in New York. It's your birthday. And I'm not mad about it anymore. One of the people who was going to meet up with us in New York was like, are you excited about Lindsay and whoever coming to the person we were surprising? And he was like, what? And so I think it just didn't cross his mind because he wasn't in the planning stages of the surprise. He was just invited to come to the party and he lived there. So, it wasn't a whole big to do. So I think it just didn't occur to him. And so I was sad.
Maybe it wasn't explicitly labeled as a surprise to
Yeah.
keep from this other friend.
Yeah, which is why I don't hold it against him. I'm
No.
not mad about it.
No.
It was just a little disappointing.
Yeah.
But it was, in the end, it was great.
Also a hilarious story at this point, too.
It is a hilarious story. That's why I keep it in my back pocket.
Yeah.
And it was a great time. We had a lot of fun there.
Mhm.
We attempted to make matzo ball soup, but we could not make it the right way.
What do you mean? I thought it was good.
That was not peak matzo ball soup.
Oh.
That was mushing together the wrong ingredients in a bachelor's kitchen with what we had.
I thought it was delicious. So
Well, we're gonna do it again one day.
okay, one day soon.
My biggest regret. is not bringing the matzo meal with me.
How could you have known?
He promised me. He promised me. He's like, oh, it's a Jewish area. They'll have matzo meal at every grocery store. How many grocery stores did we go to?
I don't even remember. At least one big one.
No, we went to like 5 grocery stores.
Did we really?
Yes, we did.
That is completely gone from my memory of this whole thing.
Mm-hmm. We went to like 5 grocery stores and they all had matzo ball mix. Matzo ball mix is not matzo meal. Okay, we're getting sidetracked, but I have to.
We're going
I'm
on
sorry.
a lengthy tangent.
Matzo ball mix creates a very fluffy, very like fall apart matzo ball. It doesn't have a mouthfeel. It doesn't have any like resistance when you cut into it. Absolute abomination. But matzo meal doesn't have any baking soda in it or anything that would make it fluffy. And so it's a much firmer matzo ball. And I prefer a firm matzo ball. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
You can bleep it out. If I can't stick a fork in it, turn it upside down, and eat it like a lollipop, it's too soft.
I get that.
I hope somebody understands. Somebody out there listening will understand what I mean. It has to be firm.
If you would like to comment on the texture of your matzo balls, feel free to email Lindsay at themeparty@lengthytangent.com.
I don't want hate mail, though. If you like a soft matzo ball, keep it to yourself.
She will tell you how wrong you are and politely decline any future messages.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Lindsay, what was the last party you hosted or attended, and what was its theme, if any?
I think the last party was the one in Orlando. We had a big group trip of all of our voice acting people. I think that was the last party I went to.
I'm honored to be a part of so many of these parties that you're talking about today.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a life. What do you want from me?
What was your favorite part of that party then?
My favorite part of that party was seeing everybody coming dressed up and adhering to the theme that I explicitly made them do.
Oh, yeah. What was the theme?
It was fancy.
That's right.
I was expecting a lot of people to be like, I'll just wear whatever.
Because there were people flying in and traveling a long way.
Yeah, I didn't think they would do it, but people brought fancy clothes. And just looking around, seeing everyone all fancied made me so happy.
Yeah, it was so nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, and being around people, too, that was fun.
Yeah.
But seeing the fancies was also fun.
Yeah. Lindsay, how did you choose the names of your characters? And did you try doing it another way before that didn't work for you?
So I am very good at naming things.
You really are.
I really am, aren't I?
Uh-huh.
When I was first naming things, I knew that I wanted to do like ocean themed, obviously. And like coral right off the bat, that's a no-brainer. Octavia, that came later. Her name was something different before. And I also, for like Scylla, I dug into some like mythology things so that it could be keeping in with the ocean water theme.
Mhm.
Gem,
Is that ocean themed?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know.
How could we shoehorn that into being ocean themed?
So I'm thinking like treasure at the bottom of the ocean.
Aww.
Has gems in it, you know?
Yeah.
There.
Played by
There we go.
Anthony Romanelli. A real gem.
Real gem. And Octavia's name initially was going to be Melva, which I think is funny. And you make fun of me for this because I don't know why my brain tends to name things
Uh-huh.
in that sound, that naming scheme. When we played D&D, we had Funga and Molda.
Mm-hmm. G&G, you mean?
Oh, G&G, yes. We played Ghouls and Grottos.
Yeah.
Available now on Patreon. So when I play video games, a lot of my characters, like I have Hilda, Helga.
So a lot of 2 syllables that end in an
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's just easy.
Yeah.
And you can mix and match the endings and the beginnings.
I love it. In your experience, what has been the biggest hint that it's time to leave or end a party?
When the communal food comes out. I mean, so I'm not a big party person. In general, especially if it's like a party of acquaintances. If I'm really, really not super friendly with everybody, I leave as soon as I can. As soon as there's an opportunity, I'm out. But something that I hate.
Can I interrupt and ask if you're an Irish goodbyer, or do you make the effort to say goodbye to everybody?
So as a kid, I had to always be reminded, make sure you say goodbye to everybody, because if I had the choice, I would just leave. And it's not that I hate people in general. Like, it's not that I hate the people that are there. I just am so socially awkward most of the time. And I'm so conscious of it that saying goodbye to people brings a lot of anxiety. It's just a lot of uncertainty that makes me just want to bypass it all and just leave. So yeah, no, I would love to just leave a place. But what I hate more than that is communal food or like a potluck or something like that. I don't know what you've done in your kitchen, how you cook. I don't know if you're tasting the food as you're eating it and then putting the spoon back in. I don't know if your cat walked across your countertop while you were cooking. So if you're bringing potluck, if there's food that everybody's breathing on, I'm good.
Would you rather starve if you have to hang out at that party than partake in that food, or will you?
I won't partake. I will not partake.
Okay.
It's severe.
So right when it comes out, the communal food, even if it's fresh right out of the fridge or
Yeah. If they had it catered
Mhm.
and like a reputable company, and I don't mean catered like your Aunt Susie catered it. I mean like a restaurant catered it. And they bring it in.
You don't know my Aunt Susie.
Do you have an Aunt Susie?
I don't, but
Okay.
if I did, you don't know her.
Well, if a restaurant brought it in and I watched the restaurant bring it in and I watched them unwrap the foil in front of my eyes and I see the behaviors of the people who were in line before me, I'll probably have some. But if it's been sitting out before I got there, or if I know that your Aunt Susie brought it from her Toyota and it was sitting in her trunk that came from her house where her cats are and where her fingers are, no, no, thank you.
This sounds like a you know too much situation.
Yeah, yeah, I've seen too much. I've seen too much.
Yep.
I don't need food poisoning. I am terrified of food poisoning.
You know what's crazy? I have zero qualms about a potluck. I am wary of like your potato salads, your other like sauce based things sitting out that should stay hot or should stay cold that are not either in a crock pot or on ice or something like that. That gives me the heebie jeebies, especially if it's not early on in the day or early on in the event, rather. Yeah, if I'm just not sure how it's been treated that day. I'm otherwise pretty well set to just take a little bit of everything and try everything. I will claim that I don't recall a time that I've ever had food poisoning.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I have either. So I'm not like scarred from it. I'm just terrified of it happening.
It sounds terrible. Like I know people who've had it. As far as I know, I've never had it. So,
It's absolutely terrifying. But there's like another element too. I don't know what ingredients you used either, and I'm very picky. I have a phobia of ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise, okay? And they're very easy to hide in things.
yep.
Every Passover or every time my mom makes a brisket, I'm like, "Did you put ketchup in it this year?" And she always swears she didn't put ketchup in it, and I have to really, really, like, look to see if I can see any blobs because 'cause she'll try it. I don't think she has in a long time. I think she's given up on it. But, you could hide it in anything, and I also don't wanna, like, harass you. I don't wanna go up to you and be like, "List every ingredient that you put in this thing." I'm not gonna do that to you. I'll just not eat
Yep.
it.
I'm not super familiar with cooking brisket. Is ketchup a common brisket ingredient?
I mean, yes. There's a whole like spectrum of common brisket ingredients. Ketchup is one of them. Some people do grape jelly. Some people do Coke. Like if you'll put it in a pot roast, people will put it in a brisket. It's basically the same thing. I'm sure you've seen pot roast that's like Coca-Cola in pot roast.
Yeah, I've done that before.
I mean, I'll love just an onion soup mix, stick it in the oven for like 4 hours, and I'm happy with that. Common ingredients.
Well, watch out, I guess.
You can never be too careful. It'll get you.
Well, this is my hint that it is almost time to end the party. Lindsay, it's been a pleasure chatting with you. But before we go, could we please tell the people what you're promoting or celebrating right now?
Yes, I am celebrating our crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. Please, please, if you have anything to spare, we would be
Please,
thrilled to take your contribution. We have a team of over 40 at this point, actors, writers, sound designers who put in a lot of time. A lot of their free time is spent making these what I think are amazing podcasts, and we would love to compensate them for their time. So if you have anything you could spare, and if not, share it on social media, put it on your stories, send it to a friend, say, "Hey, please help."
And we've got some good perks on there too. I mean, we're not just begging for free money. We'll give you stuff for your money. Like we've got
Yeah, we're given a lot of stuff, and it took us a long time to figure out what we were given. A lot of thought went into this.
It really did. We have different things for people that either want to make podcasts themselves and need some documents or help, or just, want to talk to somebody about it. There's stuff on there that's available as options for them. We've got artwork. We've got music. There's something for everybody in there.
We'll record a message for you in one of the character of your choice's voice.
Yep.
Oh, and we also have a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon.
If you wanted to join that, there's awesome stuff on there as well. We have bonus episodes from Peculiar Radio that nobody has listened to unless you were a contributor to the first campaign or a patron. Very fun episodes. I loved making them. They're very, very funny. There's some of my favorite things from Peculiar Radio are in those specifically. And also, you could get our Ghouls and Grottos one-sheet game, which is very fun to play.
That's right. It is very fun to play. I think that I have not played TTRPGs before in my life, but I think they seem fun. And our dear friend was willing to make a TTRPG to coincide with an episode of Peculiar Radio. And we got to play it as just like our normal selves, playing other characters that have nothing to do with Peculiar Radio. And it was a blast. It was so fun. So,
yep. Molda and Funga, two sisters. That's where that was born.
That's right. And where can people find you?
You could find me on Instagram at Lindsay Fawn Poder, Podor. I'm mostly there. You can also check out my website, www.lindsayfawn.com. I don't know why you would go there, but if you want to, you could hear my demo. You could see my face and read my bio. There might be some more links on there.
Lindsay is a very talented voice actor. You should go check out her website.
I try.
Lindsay also is one of the co-owners of LTM. It's a voice acting group. It's a server on Discord. They host voice acting workouts. So if you are a aspiring voice actor or a voice actor new to the industry, or just a voice actor that's been doing it for a while but wants to try something new to shake up the routine, it's an awesome way to practice scripts with other people and get feedback and have practice giving feedback. They host workshops. They organize get-togethers with other people in the industry. And it has done a lot for me as far as increasing my skill set and increasing my confidence in the industry and stuff. So I thank you very much, Lindsay.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there have been so many people who have come and then, surpassed me, It's just been great to watch people jump on having no experience, just kind of, referring to themselves as an aspiring voice actor, and then now seeing them working regularly. It's been very fun to watch.
That just leaves me to thank Lindsay for coming to my theme party. Thank you also to Bad Machine for making our show's music, and to Alyssa Esteban for our show art and for story development. Another huge thank you to my friend Lindsay Fawn and everyone else involved in making The Reach. If you want to learn more about this episode and all of our shows, you can visit our website, lengthytangent.com. We've also got that Patreon page we were talking about for everything from Lengthy Tangent, so pop on over there and see what we've got to offer. Be sure to follow us on social media, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and rate and review if you enjoyed the show. Our next episode will be a little spooky. It's called The Collection of Moira Graves, produced by Alyssa Petrie. Once again, our theme for this season has been family traditions. I've been Merete Mohs, and this has been an interview episode of Theme Party, the podcast. Celebrate creativity.
Let me do that very natural laugh.
We'll just edit that part out.
Lengthy tangent.